Taylor's got a good point. You could have bought a E.H. Taylor online for what you spent on 2 Sagamore Ryes, the Ardbeg, and...
It's Ardbeg Ugdal. Get it right.
Anyways, what he's trying to say, though, is that you could have gotten a Colonel Taylor barrel proof from Fruit Bat instead of that, 2 of those, and the Ardbeg.
Well, should I just get one then?
Welcome back to another 3 Bourbon Years. We have a special treat this week. If you watched last week's video, we did High West Midwinter Nights Dram, Act 10, Scene 6. This week we have the Distillery and Saloon release only.
10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary. It's called The Encore. So,
we were able to get our hands on one.
Very sought after.
Yeah.
Gonna be scary to pop that top.
So I think, you go ahead. I think it's pretty much the same as the white port.
Yeah, it's the same as the other Midwinter Nights Dram. But yeah, it's just a little bit higher in proof. So we got 50.8% alcohol.
The other one's 49.
Basically a 101 proofer. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is just their Rendezvous Rye finished in white port barrels. So
and it's Act 1, Scene 1. So we're hoping that
first of many.
This is the first of many.
It feels like a crime to open it.
I know.
You gotta do it, man.
Oh yeah, you want to do it?
You're the opener.
All right.
Another thing I will say, so if you didn't see last week's video, we were scared for a little while because we had seen this label kind of floating around on the internet saying The Encore, so we thought this was the end of the entire Midwinter Nights Dram series.
Yeah, I think everybody thought that.
Everybody thought that.
A lot of YouTubers,
they probably did that on purpose, marketing.
Well, you said the trademark. They trademarked like last year for it or something, and
on Breaking Bourbon, you can look up the trademarks for the labels, so that's how they kind of see what's going to be coming out for the next year.
Yep.
And this was trademarked back last year, or a few months ago at least, and so people were thinking this is it, right? So,
but they had released both side by side, the traditional Midwinter Nights.
And it seems like this is going to be a yearly thing now. I mean, if they're putting Act 1, Scene 1 on there, it makes me think there's going to be an Act 2.
Right.
Well, and it's kind of cool that they're doing like the regular gets shipped everywhere, and then this is a distiller only, almost like what Old Forester is doing with their birthday bourbon, and you know what I mean? And what Four Roses does their limited edition. So I think it's cool because this is clearly their best seller. Yeah. I mean, easy.
Nobody's waiting in line for Prairie Bourbon. It's good, but...
Their Rendezvous Rye.
Cork pop.
Ooh. All right.
That's solid.
Is that darker than the? Does it look darker? Or is that just me?
No, it's not darker.
Still dark.
I'll do Mitch's job while I'm getting this poured. Make sure you go check us out on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Hit the little what do you call it? Dingly ding.
The dingly ding.
The dingly ding.
And then be sure to stick around for our Try By Deny. That is where we try this, and then we let people know, you people, if you should try it at a bar, try it at a friend's, buy it, when you see it, or completely deny it.
And a mental note: this is a $150 bottle, so it's
no joke.
Price.
Another good point. So the normal Midwinter Nights Dram is $125. This release is $150. So
is it worth the $25 extra? It's got a lot to live up to.
We're about to find out.
Should we dive in? Ooh.
All right, that's definitely like lighter.
That's my initial thought. Yeah. So then immediately, it's not as like nose filling as the other one. Not as meaty.
I'm getting more rye influence on this. I'm getting more spice.
More spicy.
More of the grassy, like typical.
It's definitely more spicy.
More spicy, but not as like heavy. Not as savory on the nose. I don't know.
No, yeah, the regular was kind of darker. I got more of the red wine, like the actual wine influence on the nose, where this is
the port wine.
Yeah, this is more. Yeah, this is more sweet. This is more of the vanilla.
To me, it's more like light fruits.
Yeah,
like I'm getting like some cherries in there, almost like candy
cherry. Yeah.
Candy cherry with like, I don't know if you can smell a candy cane, what that smells like, but that's almost
like a minty, almost like a mint leaf or
minty candy cane with a cherry in there.
This one's almost a little more desserty, I feel like.
Yep. Yeah, this
like
is
that
more
confectionery sugar.
Yeah, like
almost,
the
This is more in line with what last year's was.
Right. This is
yeah.
So I'm thinking of when you're throwing in all your baked goods into a bowl to cook them up.
Yep.
That's like more sugar cookie.
Yeah.
This has more rye influence for sure. I'm getting a lot of rye on this
Definitely
one.
sugar cookie.
Yeah.
But not as cinnamon rye. Like
No.
The other Midwinter Nights Dram, this is going to be hard. So like the normal Midwinter Nights Dram, and then we'll call this the Encore. Because I'm
okay, yeah. So you're talking Act 10 Scene 6.
Act 10 Scene 6.
Versus Encore Act 1 Scene 1.
A Midwinter Nights Dram Act 10 Scene 6 is a little heavier, a little more cinnamon and like cayenne spice maybe.
I had a ton of cinnamon in that one. So
there's
almost no cinnamon in my opinion. Like you got to dig for it if you're gonna find it.
Well, should we dive in?
Yep, let's do it. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Way more traditional rye. I feel like.
Yeah, that's
the other
way more potent.
Yeah,
like
there is a Kentucky hug there too.
It's hitting well above its weight. I mean, it's
the finish is all mint. It's just a minty,
mint.
fresh rye finish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you say that I think of like a mint julep, like a Kentucky Derby mint julep.
This thing has some legs. This is definitely thicker. I think this is more oily and viscous than Act 10 Scene 6.
Way more.
It's got
even close.
Yeah, there's a lot more legs.
I'm trying to think of, is this more vanilla caramel or is this more rye and like fruit?
And the rye
that's
is so much more. Though. That's the thing, like
it is. It's
a little less well-rounded than the regular Act 10.
I love that like minty light finish on it though.
It is good.
It's not heavy. It's like
This is so much like last year's.
It is. It's very similar.
Last year's.
It's very similar.
Last year's regular Midwinter Nights Dram. Yeah.
Which one was that? Act 9, Scene 2?
Oh man, this is tough.
Nobody knows.
This is tough.
This is 150.
That's where I'm saying this is tough.
Remember, it's so. Our Midwinter Act 10 Scene 6, we said 125 was worth it. Is this worth
barrel char? A little barrel char.
Mm-hmm. See, I really like rye though, so that rye influence is kind of, I like it a lot.
Remember you used to not be a rye guy?
I did. No, what was that, like 3 months ago even? Like in 3
falls,
months?
This falls in roller coaster category.
Definitely.
This falls in line with Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. Because I'm just sitting here and it's going away and it's coming back.
I mean, should we just say it now? It's better than the...
It's better than the
Act 10. Yeah.
It's better than Act 10.
I think absolutely. But
I want to try this
against $25 better?
Last year's.
Yes. This would be a better direct comparison to last year's. For sure.
All right.
Try by tonight.
Should we get into it?
All right. I'm not going first.
I went
first last time.
I can go first.
Go first.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
All right. So this one is not as well rounded as Act 10, in my opinion, but it makes up for it with its mouthfeel, the potent flavor on it. There's not a lot of cinnamon. To me, it's all desserty, confectionery sugar. It's got a little bit of a meaty quality to it as well. That rye spice really comes through strong. I'm a big rye fan. I think the proof point is perfect, just like it is on the Act 10.
Yeah.
But just the mouthfeel on this is so much more dense and thick and viscous.
And the finish, I don't know if it's longer than Act 10 or
I think it's
the
exact same
roller coasters
length of finish, but just the flavors in the finish are a little bit more. The Act 10 flavors in the finish, they're really
it's wine forward. Yeah. So
I'm actually going to be a buy. I think it's worth the extra $25. I mean, if you're already spending up over $100, what's the extra $25?
Yeah,
right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal for you.
That is true.
So if you're going to choose between the two, I would honestly probably go with this one. And it's going to be incredibly hard to find because it is a distillery only.
You can only get this one.
So if you get there and you only have enough money to buy one bottle,
you're right.
This is the one I'm buying.
Or if you're going to buy 6,
yeah.
I guess get 6 of this. Are we saying? Well, you gotta get one Act 10 Seed 6. I mean, you gotta try it at least.
But in my opinion, this is the superior bottle, and it's really not even close. Like you can kind of tell right away, even just off the jump on the nose.
Yeah.
To me, it's just better all around. So
you're going last.
You're going last. Okay.
You got one buy. Okay, so I'm gonna go next. Obviously, one thing I will point out, I love the normal Midwinter Nights Dram label, and this is slightly upgraded. They've got the translucent, or what do you call that? Like the reflective.
It's like a gold
lettering in it.
Flashy decal.
It's like a copper.
Copper. Yeah. So, anyways, this is tough. because 150 is no joke. You start flirting with
Joseph Magnus.
some of the big hitters out there.
Calumet 16.
Right.
Calumet 16, Joseph Magnus.
That's right there.
But I think this delivers. So I am going to be a buy. Reason I'm going to be a buy, obviously distillery release only is awesome, and that adds to that, hard to find rare quality, which we're kind of after. We always said we're trying to.
It's always more fun to find a rare bottle.
Yeah, we're going after that. We call it the Pokemon card high that we got when we were 8 years old.
The holographic Charizard from the base set.
So, I love the minty finish on this, or the very light finish. It's not. Again, just like you said, it's not as well rounded, but there's so many great qualities of this. I would say try to get both, just so you can compare them, and then if you get last year's, compare those three together.
Get as many as you can.
I think they're both awesome. This might have the edge for me.
Hold on to your wall.
Buy out the distillery.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
All right, I'm a buy. I'm not even gonna lead into it and make you wonder. It's a buy all day. This is better than Act 10 Scene 6. I think it gives the previous one that we were obsessed with. If you watch our
one of our Christmas
sweater episode, you can see we're just geeking over it. So this gives that one a run for its money. This is up there with some of the best ones we've reviewed on the channel. Some of the Calumet 16. I mean, some of the
it's definitely an
best whiskey we've ever had.
It's definitely a runner for end of
this
year
is definitely 2022 top 5. Absolutely. I think for sure. We need to include this with our yearly lineup,
with our
obviously.
blinds, yeah.
But like Taylor said, if you have to choose between the two, go with this one. If you're at the distillery and you're limited to 6 bottles, you're getting 6 bottles. You don't have an option. You got to do at least 4 and 2. I would say get the extra one of this.
4 encores and
4 encores and 2 of the other ones. Do a little bit more of this one.
You just need $1,000.
It's going to cost you
That's nothing.
Ready to spend on bourbon.
Yep. All right.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Have you been able to get to High West and get your hand on this one? This is going to be a hard find, but we're curious to hear if you guys have tried these. Otherwise, stay tuned for more videos. We release our videos every Thursday, so stick around. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.
Cheers.